Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. Back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about these upcoming fights for this week. But before we do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can hit me up on my social media, scrolling across the bottom. Feel free to check me out. So let's get into it. So we got a world title fight from Thailand. It's going to be early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow morning, December the 14th. You got CP Freshmart. He's a WBA 105-pound champion. He's faced off against Robert Paradero. Now, Freshmart, he's like he's probably the best champion in this division. Got four champions, and the WBA they're doing like a box off. So they have like a 4-man tournament going on. Who's going to decide to be um, the mandatory for CP Freshmart? So that's what they should have did for Ugas, but you already know what time it is. But yeah, Freshmart can fight though. Like he just fought not too long ago. He real technical. You know what I'm saying? You probably can catch this card on YouTube. Y'all gotta hit me behind the scenes for that. I can drop the link for you guys. But yeah, I like him though. He can fight though for sure. Next card. So we got the return of a top 5 pound for pound guy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If you do those lists, but he's definitely one of the best fighters in the world right now. Naoya Inoue versus Adnan Depian. We're gonna talk about that fight, but he's returning. It's gonna be kind of sketchy to find his fight. It's gonna be early tomorrow morning as well, but they only doing it in Japan pay-per-view. So no US TV for this, so it is what it is. But we have another world title fight on the card at 105 pounds, which I just talked about the WBA champion. So hopefully the winner of this can face off with the WBA champion, and he'll have some time because they're doing a tournament. But you got Wilfredo Mendez versus Masataka Tenaguchi. So these are battle of two southpaws. You know what I'm saying? Tenaguchi is more so of a counter puncher type of guy. He throw a lot of hard shots, but he's a counter puncher per se. And Mendez is a boxer. He can move around the ring and he can make the fight dirty. He got a couple fights that, you know what I'm saying, kind of hard to watch because it's a lot of holding and stuff like that. But he can box. You know what I'm saying? He can box. I can see him all pointing Taniguchi. Mendez, he's supposed to fight a long time ago. He been in probably like 5 or 6 training camps, and this like his first fight. He was scheduled to fight like 3 or 4 times last year in 2020, but some way or another the shit kept falling out. So it's good to see him back though. He's a good fighter though. You know what I'm saying? All of Puerto Rico. Main event. So yeah, anyway, man, this is a fight that he should definitely win. I'm predicting like a third round knockout. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Maybe second round. Andrew Charles in the building. What's good with you? Salute. Now he's faced off against the guy Dapian. Now the only thing he got going for him is that he got 15 fights in less than 3 years. You know what I'm saying? To start off his career, 15 fights in 3 years. That's like some unheard of type shit right there. So that's the only thing I can see when I was trying to break this shit down. He's too small. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the experience, of course, and we're gonna see how well he take a punch. Anyway, it's probably one of the best punches in the sport of boxing with both hands. He places shots real well, good body puncher. I mean, he's just all around just real talented. Don't get the credit he deserves because he's a smaller guy and they got him. You know, a lot of the media overhype him, but I think the hype is 100 though. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe they doing just too much, but real talk, he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? My man Prime in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. I'm just kind of upset we can't get this fight. We can't be able to see this fight in the U.S., especially him being promoted by Top Rank. So that's crazy. But he got big things coming. I expect him to win. Um, I think we're gonna see Donaire rematch. You know what I'm saying? That's the most logical fight next because Casemiro got a lot of drama on his side because he fell out the fight last weekend, and he got to show proof that he had a good excuse. And then even if he show a good excuse, you know what I'm saying, he got to defend his title versus the mandatory Paul Butler. And if he gets stripped, Paul Butler going to face off against Joseph Ibeko. So either way it goes, the WBO is all of the picture as far as undisputed. So that's going to be the last one. So these guys might as well go ahead and rematch it. So I expect anyway to run through, dude. I'm just going to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Now this is actually Friday, December 17th. You can catch this on Thompson Boxing YouTube channel. So easy access. You know what I'm saying? They be having some decent fights. It's like a local show. Saul Sanchez versus Jose Estrella. Saul Sanchez, yo, he had a nice knockout on Showbox's last fight. He stopped the guy in the first round, Jericho O'Quinn. So and that was a fight. He was the underdog. So he got a top 15 ranking in the WBO at 118 pounds. So look out for him. He can fight. So if you guys, searching for some shit to watch and stuff like that, feel free. The undercard, it'd be some exciting fights. You know what I'm saying? The card don't last that long. It go right by, and it'd be some exciting fights. So feel free to tune in if you guys interested. Same night. Now this is a big fight right here. Light heavyweights. Arthur Beterbiev, he's a unified champion. He's faced off against Marcus Brown, the WC mandatory. This a decent fight. It's very interesting to me. Marcus Brown been out the ring. Well, he fought in April, but it was like under the radar. But before that, he was out the ring for a while. Now he done linked up with Derek James, so that's interesting. I want to see, what I'm saying, what he brings to the table. And I know everybody when somebody lose, like Marcus Brown, when he coming off that loss, everybody say they need to go to Derek James. So I'm looking now. I want to see, what I'm saying, if that's the case, or we just, saying that just to be saying it. And he got a perfect opportunity to prove it. If you're gonna get Brother BF, this the time. Brother BF been injury prone. He been inactive. I mean, he fought in March, but before that, not a long time. He is kind of chinny, and we'll see how he do against boxers. If you want to move and use your feet and not sit there in front of him, I think he'll have an issue. But Brad BF is the favorite, strong puncher with both hands. Like he another guy, what I'm saying? Him and Inoue is similar as far as their punch placement to the body and upstairs. So it's pretty much, pick your poison with him. If you stand and trade with him, then he gonna get you up out of there. If you try to run and box and stuff like that, and you ain't consistent with it, he gonna cut the ring off and dig to the body and slow you down. So Brad BF is a hard out, but if you're gonna get him, this is the time to get him. You can catch this on ESPN Plus. You know what I'm saying? They got a nice little card though. You know what I'm saying? As far as notable names, the co-man you got Marie Eve Declare. She trying to get her IBF title back, and she lost to Carissa Shields in March. She faced off against Cynthia Lozano. You got Brandon Moore, the heavyweight from Florida. He on this card. Steve Rose is on the card. You know what I'm saying? So back to Jukun Badiev on the card. So he lost to Matisse in his last fight. So hopefully ESPN Plus show all these undercards, but definitely the main event for sure. Definitely got to tune in for that. LeVar, what's up, LeVar Cooper? Salute, salute. He said, "Brother BF Brown solid. I like it. Yeah, I like the fight. Brother BF is a good fighter. Yeah, I like him, man. What's up, Miss T? Salute to you. What's going on with you, Miss T in the building? Go check out her YouTube channel for sure. Salute. So yeah, so this a good fight though. ESPN. I'm not sure on the times yet, but check it out. Y'all gonna hear something about it for sure. Friday night. All right, so we're gonna move on. So the next couple of cards is kind of under the radar cards, but what I'm saying, still I like to touch on them. So you got a card from Kazakhstan, Daniel Elalusinov. He fights at 147 pounds. He a gold medalist too. He's coming back um on this card. He's gonna face off against a guy named Dante Jordan. So this is a fight that he should win. He got a top 15 rank in the IBF. Excuse me, in the IBF. So I mean, he makes sense with some of those guys, like Virgil Ortiz and Boost, if they can't get the big fight, because this guy do have a name and he got an Olympic background. The heavyweight Ivan Dashko, he had a highlight reel knockout this year. He had dude convulsion on the ground earlier this year. I gotta repost that. But he's coming back versus Alexander Ustinov. That's a fight that he should definitely win. Ustinov is like 40 some years old. He's 6'7" and slow for nothing. So it's a type of fight that Dashko should definitely win for sure. So we'll see. We got a nice little fight in lightweight. You know what I'm saying? They got some world titles, implications too, because Dennis Barancek, he's like number 3 or number 4 in the WBO. So if, like for example, if Lomachenko don't get the big fight, this might be a fight. And this is country made too. I believe they went to the Olympics together. But Rancher just fought in like a bare knuckle fight too, so he been keeping active, to be honest. And if y'all not familiar with Baranchek, he come to the ring in those crazy type of outfits. Like one time, somebody brought him in on a stretcher. They had him like constrained, like he was a serial killer. Then he was floating on something. Like he got some crazy ring interests. You know what I'm saying? and he real cool with Usyk. So you know what I'm saying, you might see Usyk at the fight. Shanaev, that's the guy Comey knocked out for the IBF title. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all remember that. Y'all probably seen the highlights over the weekend when they was getting ready for Lomachenko and Comey. But yeah, Comey knocked him on in like 2 rounds. So we'll see, man. He coming off a good victory though. You know what I'm saying? So yes, sir. So you know what I'm saying, the lightweight division just don't stop with the top guys. And we seen how we start, when we don't pay attention to guys like Cambosis and Pitbull Cruz, and they started to creep up on you guys because we don't nobody don't check for them. You know what I'm saying? Only a few people. I know Miss T was checking for Pitbull Cruz a lot, but a lot of other people wasn't even paying attention to him. Same thing with Cambosis. So that's why I like to check out guys like this. Um, Ben Israel in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. He says, man down. Salute to you. JC in the building. What's good with you, bro? He said, who shows those fights? Man, I don't even know. I know I gotta those one of those fights I gotta find a link for those shits. I don't know who I know it's not the big promoters because Matchroom they released Ella Lucinov, so I don't know. Gotta find that shit. All right, so moving on. So this is another one under the radar. This is a Pro Bellum card. Um, they actually got US TV, AXS TV. You can catch it on there or Fight Network. You know what I'm saying? But those shits be kind of hard to find and stuff like that. But you got Lewis Riston, he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? And Ricky Burns is on the card. So I don't know if they're putting these guys on the same card so they can fight down the road. That might be actually a good fight if they did that. But you know what I'm saying? Little small time card. You got Thomas Patrick Ward on the card. So, a little decent card. Under the radar type of joint. All right, moving on. So this the zone right here. Um Parker versus Shazor Part 2. The first fight was in May, you know what I'm saying? Kind of controversial in my opinion. I thought Shazor won, but we're gonna touch on that. The undercard, they got a lot of young fighters, you know what I'm saying? Some female fighters. Rihanna Dixon, she can fight, yo. Like real talk, I seen her clips. Like she got some skills, you know what I'm saying? Sandy Ryan had a crazy body shot knockout. She lifted the girl off her feet when she stopped old girl her last fight. She's on the card, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be a problem. Give her a couple of more fights. Jordan Thompson, the cruiserweight, is on the card. You got the Olympian, Nakia. He's from I think from Australia. He's on the card. So it's like a bunch of fights. You know what I'm saying? You know how the zone be doing. Alan Babbage is on the card. He always come and have good fights. You got Jack Cullen. That's another one. Always in entertaining fights. But there's a few fights I want to touch on. That got some importance to it. So Zephyr Berry versus Bruno Tarimo. Now, this is a IBF final eliminator at 130 pounds for Kenichi Ogawa. We just seen him on the Teofimo and Cambosis on the card. He stopped. Well, he didn't stop him, but you know what I'm saying? He won a decision. He looked strong in that fight. So the winner of this fight is the mandatory for him. Now, it might not be next because Eddie Hearn signed Ogawa, so he might throw some options in front of him, throw a couple of his other guys. We've seen Joe Cordina. He fought last weekend, so he may get an opportunity. Robin off the former number one contender, or he's still number one contender. He might get an opportunity, but these guys is right in line too. Barrett, earlier this year, I thought he lost to Kiko Martinez. Kiko took him to school. If you go back and watch that fight, but they gave him a gift decision. This, you know what I'm saying? He came and sugarcoat that. And Tarimo, he's decent. You know what I'm saying? He fights in Australia, so that's another guy. So when we this is just a little nugget I want to throw out there. When we looking at Eddie Hearn trying to make this fight with David Hayden and Cambosis, he has the structure to do it because he got a lot of fighters that can fight on the undercard. That's like that's from Australia. This kid Tarimo is from Australia, where he fights out of Australia. So let's say he wins, he can put him versus Ogawa on the undercard of the Cambosis Hayden undercard. So you can build it up. If you're gonna do a big showdown there, you want to build it up because you want to come back or you want to have you want to have the fans come support the local talent. He already got Ebony Bridges, so that's a little nugget right there. So if Eddie Hearn, he really got the advantage. If he don't get this fight with Cambosis for Haney, you already know what time it is. So I just had to throw that out there because it should be crazy how they don't be trying to make these fights that seem so simple. My man Ali in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. My man said facts. PGH Big Dog in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. He said that's the only way to stack it. Yeah. Yeah, stack them cards, man. Shit. Especially in Australia. A lot of these US promoters can't build a card in Australia because they don't got the infrastructure as far as the fighters and who to talk to and stuff like that. Eddie Hearn already opened up a market down there. So I don't know. So we got this fight right here. This is 168 pounds. Gongor versus LeVon Richards. Two southpaws. You got two guys trying to be counterpunchers too. Gongor is more so of the big. He's the bigger puncher. He's a power counterpuncher. He can crack. Richards is like a boxer. He can make the fight kind of ugly. This fight could get ugly though. Two guys waiting on each other. If I anybody gonna be the aggressor, I think it's gonna be Gongor. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the aggressor. He got a lot of talent, a lot of skills, man. Underrated fighter. But this for the IBO title, so I guess what I'm saying it got some leverage in that division. Uh, something to pay attention to. Gongor, this is last fight on his matchroom deal. After he had like two fights, and I think he had two fights. This is last one. So if it's something shaky, I just gotta throw it out there. Y'all know how UK judges are. Well, judging period, y'all know how it is. So Lavon Richards has that type of style that can make the fight ugly though. Like he can box and everything, but I don't know. He don't have a lot of power, so I don't see him stopping him. But go back and watch his fights. Y'all see what I'm talking about. So we'll see. I like Gongora to win the fight, but with all that shit, I don't know. You never know, man. So you got to cover all bases in this shit for sure. Um, let me see. I hadn't thought about it like that, and yeah, see what I'm saying? See, I got you covered, bro. Everybody talking about because you gotta look at this. If Cambosis fight Haney, what he looking for is a multi-fight deal. You know what I'm saying? So he can probably how Eddie do with these rematch clauses. He can do two fights with Devin Haney, one in Australia, one in Vegas, and then win, lose, or draw, he'll have a return fight. You know what I'm saying? He can have a return fight back in Australia if they can do it well. You feel me? So that's what it's gonna come down to. That's why if Eddie messed this up, bro, because everybody else is like even the only one that can compete with him really um is Top Rank because Top Rank got ESPN. ESPN is global. You know what I'm saying? They already got a track record sending Pacquiao down there. So and you already know PBC not gonna send Tank down there, so he want to fight at home. If Eddie don't do this, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, yo, he didn't lose. He done lost a lot of. He already lost a lot on a lot of fights, but this one, like a can't miss, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Macadocious Mac of the South in the building. What's good with you, bro? My man D Ray in the building. What's good with you, bro? I see you. I see you. I see you. So yeah, I'm gonna pick on Gore in this one, but it might be sketchy. All right, to the main event, you got Joseph Parker versus Shazor Part Two. The first fight, man, I thought thought he won the fight, bro. Maybe 1 or 2 rounds. I think he dropped him in the fight too, early in the fight. But in this one, I actually got Parker. I think Parker gonna do a little bit better. Shazor is definitely easy to hit. He come forward. He really don't do nothing special, but he kind of wear you down and stuff like that. Parker should be able to dig to the body, box, and set him up. Have him walk into some shots. Like I don't understand like how Parker is one of those fighters that's kind of frustrating watching him fight. His two fights this year, he fought Junior Fall. I was frustrated watching that. They was holding each other. He didn't want to let his hands go like that. And then this fight right here, he do the same shit in all his fights. He probably got the fastest hands other than Jerry Anderson in the heavyweight division. He got some fast hands. He just don't let them shits go. He just want to box and posture. I don't know. But Chisora can win this fight too. You know what I'm saying? He just keep the pressure up as long as he don't get tired. And he got tired in the last fight. I still thought he won. So let me take that back. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? It should be fun though. I think this one will be a little bit more action packed than the other one. You know what I'm saying? But it should be fun. Let me see. Okay. The Texan in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So we'll see. So for the winner, I don't know. I know Shazor is with AJ now. He AJ is managing Shazor, so I'm not sure if he win what would be next. Parker, I like to see Parker versus Joe Joyce. Well, both of these guys versus Joe Joyce or even Dubar. Either one. That's what I do. I mean Jonah in the building. What's good? Nobody asked for the main event. I know. Yeah, nobody asked for that. I feel you. All right, so moving on to this one. This is another the zone card later at night. This is a Golden Boy, headlined by Zerto Ramirez versus Gonzalez. We're gonna talk about the main fights though. One fight on the card, kind of pretty decent matchup right here. Lamont Rose Jr. versus Rene Alvarado. This is 130 pounds. He got like a WBA regional title on the line, so that's just basically for a higher ranking. So when you see somebody with a WA belt and it's not the real champion, it's don't trip. It's just for a ranking. It might be like a NABF or Intercontinental. It's just for a ranking. That's it. So I know people see that shit like, damn, they got another belt. So yeah. So, but this should be a good fight, man. Lamont Rose Jr. is a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? To me, I felt like he could have did more in the Heron fight to win that fight, but he kind of let that fight slip. But he can box, he can bang a little bit. Alvarado, he can he like he's a good puncher too. Strong, solid type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't got the best chin. I think the speed is gonna be the advantage in this fight for Lamont Roach. He should be able to box to a decision. We seen Gutierrez outbox Rene Alvarado the last fight. I mean, and Gutierrez is not even known to be a boxer. He was doing little stuff. He wasn't even moving. He was just, you know what I'm saying, and circling around him and all boxing him, all jabbing him. And it was it wasn't easy work, but it was just like, it wasn't really a difficult time as the second fight in the first fight. So I like Lamont Roach though. I like him. He should be able to win this fight. George versus Pulev. Okay, that's what's up. Now we got this female fight. Now this is a good one, y'all. Marlena Esparza versus Annabelle Ortiz. This gonna be a good one. These ladies gonna bang. This is 112 pounds. Um, this for Esparza's WBC title. You know what I'm saying? She just won that. You know what I'm saying? In a close fight. This one gonna be close. This gonna be a dog fight. Marlene got the skills though. You know what I'm saying? She can box. She's not a big puncher, of course, but she can box. You know what I'm saying? She got some talent. You know what I'm saying? She do a lot of good stuff to the in the ring. Annabelle Ortiz is a crafty type of fighter too. You remember she was champion. She had like 13, 14 title defenses before she lost to Sinisa Estrada. So both ladies got an L from Sinisa. But I think this is gonna be a pretty good fight though, like a dog fight type of fight, and it's definitely going 10 rounds. I want to say this one might be 3 rounds too. I mean 3 minute rounds. I think both of the women's fights on this card is 3 minute rounds. And the co-main event, Nisa Estrada versus Centeno. Now, um, I already know. Y'all already know how Sanisa coming. She can box. She can do a lot of stuff in the ring. Kind of awkward with her style, but she can switch both ways fast. Got some power. Like I think she dangerous at 105. Like real talk. She dropped Ortiz in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And she just got a lot of talent. Centeno, I mean, she's kind of basic. She tried to be a boxer, you know what I'm saying, but she kind of stiff to me. I mean, she's game. I think she's just gonna be the smaller, slower fighter. I think Sneesa Estrada is gonna do whatever, in my opinion. I don't know. It could be different, but the way it's looking, it might get ugly, especially if it's 3 minute rounds. I'm trying to tell you. So that's a good look though. Let the ladies fight 3 minutes, 3 minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully their pay increase as well. But if anybody going to fight 3 minute rounds, it should be Sanicia, Carissa, you know what I'm saying, Michaela Mayer, Baumgart, those elite level, Katie Taylor. I might be missing somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying the elite women's fighters, they should be fighting 3 minute rounds, in my opinion. So we'll see. But this should be some good action though. Sanisa nice. And if Sanisa win this fight, then she's my women's fighter of the year. Like she beat Ortiz, who was a long reigning champion. Then she moved up in weight and she won the WO title from the Japanese fighter who was pretty good. She beat her. And if she win this fight, I mean, I think she got it. Now, yep, I think she got it. So we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. He said big fight slowly coming back to San Antonio these past years. Yeah, that's a good market, man. I like it. They had the Charlo fight down there, Charlo and Castano. That's dope. Okay, to the main event. So this is a WBA light heavyweight title eliminator. The winner is the mandatory for Dimitri Bivol. We seen him last week, so nice little segue. You know what I'm saying? And then we about to see Brother BF and Marcus Brown this week. So yeah, the light heavyweights on deck. But listen, this one sided. You know what I'm saying? I have to say so. I can't beat around the bush. I think Zerto probably get this fight up out of here pretty quick, 4 or 5 rounds. Gonzalez, he was good back in the day. Uniski Gonzalez, he gave some guys some good bump. He fought Pascal and some other guys and stuff like that, gave him good fights. But I think he passed it, bro. Like not too long ago, he weighed like 200 pounds, 87 pounds or something like that. So I don't know. And he was uh one of the opponents for Zerto's debut on Golden Boy in July, but he couldn't make the weight. So they got him now. So we'll see. I like Zerto, man. I think Zerto, I think he's one of the best fighters. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, it's just he inactive, and I think he shot himself in the foot when he didn't fight in that World Boxing Super Series back in the day. I thought he could have made a lot of noise. He didn't unify when he had the title. He had like 6, 7 defenses. Like he kind of shot himself in the foot, but the dude can fight though. He like 42-0, 28 knockouts. Yeah, I think Zerto gonna win this probably like 3 or 4 rounds. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll get the Bivol fight. 3 minute rounds long overdue. Yeah, it is. Boxing conversations with Reggie Owens in the building. Salute to you, bro. And she said this a good one. Yeah, I like it. You think Zerto can? Man, I mean, if he keep fighting the opponents that he been fighting, yeah, he can break it. But if he go up there and try to fight, like, well, I don't. It depends who he fight. Like, if he talking about fighting Bivol, I think Bivol actually can outbox him. So I don't think he'll make it if he fight Bivol, but maybe he can. You know what I'm saying? If they keep feeding him guys like this, he gonna make that shit. He gonna make it for real. If Zerto, Benavidez, and DeGale were all in, yeah, it'd been crazy. Yep, they was finding kickboxers and all types of shit. Yeah, you're right. But that was crazy. We should have had all those top guys in there. All right, so we got another card. So yeah, it's a stacked 2 days, Friday and Saturday. But this one is a Saturday night on Fox. They're gonna have some undercard fights on FS1 before I talk about the main event, Dave Morrell versus Alantez Fox. But it's some notable fights, yo. Like you got Richardson Hitchens. He's gonna face off against Malik Hawkins. Yeah, 140 pounds. That's a pretty decent fight, man. Malik Hawkins coming off the loss to Matisse, and Hitchens been inactive. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to favor anybody, I like Richardson Hitchens because he's a solid boxer, very basic. He don't really do nothing too crazy. He don't wow you. That's why he's not getting the publicity like all the other young guys. He was an Olympian too. You feel me? He with a big promoter and all that shit with the both guys are with Floyd Mayweather. So you don't really hear too much about him. But he keep it basic, decent, got a good jab. And Malik Hawkins, see, I got questions because he fought Matisse. Matisse beat him down. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a tough fight. Like if y'all know Matisse, y'all already know what time it is. Like he ain't playing, and he was coming off like before that fight in the like before he went to training camp for that fight. He was coming off like a kidney ailment or a stomach ailment, some crazy shit, and they put his ass in with Matisse. Like I don't know, I ain't like that move. So is he back 100%? That's a big ass question, bro. Like guys ain't the same when they fight that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. So we'll see. But I think Hitchens just being basic, I think he'll win the fight. Um, you got Alberto Paluyo. He's facing off against Vashon Owens. Now Paluyo, he's the WBA mandatory for Josh Taylor, 140 pounds. He was the interim champion. The WBA started getting rid of all those belts. Tank was the regular champion. Tank vacated or gave up his belt. Now this is the only guy left. He was actually Tank's mandatory, but when Tank gave up the regular, now he becomes Josh Taylor mandatory. He's a tall southpaw. You know what I'm saying? He's trained with Ismail Salas. Real patient. He a counter puncher. He kind of got the like when I watch him fight, he remind me of Luis Ortiz a little bit, but without the power. You know what I'm saying? He because the reason why I say that because he always in position to punch. You know what I'm saying? Like he always there. Like if you make a mistake, he's right there to punch. Owens, he's a local guy, so he might have a lot of fanfare. Um, I seen when he lost to Fundora like at 154, and this fight is at 140, so he must have definitely been out of his weight category. So we'll see. But he's a good fighter with some good skills. You know what I'm saying? So those are a couple of fights you'll see on the undercard. Um, the co-main event you got Rayo Venezuela versus Austin Delay. This is a battle with two southpaws. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good, talented guys. You know what I'm saying? Delay got some skills. He got some skills. He never was able to put everything together. You know what I'm saying? But he a good boxer and stuff like that. Venezuela too. He a good boxer too. He's in actually, you know what's funny? Rayo is with David Benavidez. Like they homeboys, they in the same camp. And then Austin Delay is friends with Caleb Plant. Yo, that's crazy. If those guys was like on the collision course to actually fight, they can actually hype that fight up. Or they can still hype it up. Even though Caleb Plant lost, he ain't doing nothing. That they can still build that up for Benavidez. It don't matter. But let's say if those guys was in the corner or of their homeboy and shit, and they can build a fight up. You know what I'm saying? So that's see, guys, they don't think like that. Like they be on some other shit. Like I ain't gonna fight him because X, Y, and Z. And but you got your little homie fighting your enemy's little homie. You know what I'm saying? You can go hype that up, but that's just me thinking. But the fight is pretty decent though. I think it's pretty even. But I like Rayo in this fight because Rayo is a little bit so he's been more active. You know what I'm saying? He got a nice punch variety. He can box. He can mix it up a little bit better than Austin Dulé, who can do the same things. It's just Rayo. I'm gonna take Rayo because of his activity. He's been real active as of late. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to make fights and shit. They don't hear me. But to the main event, Morrell versus Lantes Fox. Pretty tricky fight, man. Alantez Fox is like 6'5". You know what I'm saying? Good boxer. He long as hell. He can make, a fight can be awkward. We seen him fight Andre. He got stopped by Lynn Williams. That was just a tough fight, tough night at the office. But, he bring the same qualities as his little brother, Michael Fox, can box. And it's crazy. He going back to the scene of the crime. Because this fight is in Minnesota. It's for the WA title. Same shit that happened to Mike Fox. That's crazy. But as far as this fight though, I mean he has an opportunity. If he definitely keep it long and start boxing, he can time my man coming in and stuff. Um, but he got to stay consistent. He got to stay switched on because Morrell can box and he can punch. And he kind of tricky with it. He got some craftiness to him. So Alantez Fox can't get lulled to sleep, you know what I'm saying? He actually had to be the aggressive too. He had to be the aggressor. He can't just sit back and wait for this guy. But interesting matchup. Dave Morrell, good boxer puncher, young guy. They pushing him. I think this is fifth fight, sixth fight. He don't got a lot of fights, and they already got him as a regular champion. And if Canelo vacates, he'll get moved up to the super champion or the full WBA champion. So they real high on him. I like his skill set. I like his footwork. He get in and out. You know what I'm saying? We seen that one punch knockout he had in his last fight. That was crazy. And now he's working with Ronnie Shields, so bring a different dimension to the game. You know what I'm saying? Probably have him have the jab. That's the one thing he don't do. He don't jab a lot. Ronnie Shields, he'll get him, at least have his fundamentals down packed. So, um, interesting fight, bro. I like Morrell in this fight, but we'll see. Fox can make this shit ugly. He can make it interesting if he on his toes and boxing real, not on his toes literally, but staying focused and boxing well, counter punching. You know what I'm saying? He can do a lot of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And this on Fox, so you know what I'm saying? Easy access to watch that. All right, this is the last card right here I'm gonna talk about. Then we'll get up out of here. Salute to everybody hanging on with me. I appreciate it. But we got the the rematch, Paul and Willie. I'm gonna talk about that card and shit. And talk about some of the people on this undercard. You got the basketball player versus the football player. It is what it is. Entertainment. It ain't nothing too crazy for me to break down. I think Jalen Love coming back on this card. It is what it is. But the main fights I want to talk about, what I'm saying? Leon Paro, this at 140 pounds. He faced off against Omar Alamo. Now this is a really good fight, pretty interesting matchup because Paro got like a top three ranking in like two sanctioned bodies. WO and IBF, I believe, 140 pounds. So he right there. He a good boxer. He can punch. He can punch a little bit, but he's more so of a boxer. He from Australia too. I know he was in camp with Devin Haney, giving him some good work. He sparred with Shakur Stevenson, so he getting a taste of some elite young talent out here. So that can improve your game. You know what I'm saying? Depends how you take it. If you in there getting beat up, then I don't know. But if they said he was doing okay, so we'll see. But I like. I mean, Olamar, he's okay. Like he's just, I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but it's some stuff. To me, he just get hit too much. You know what I'm saying? He can box and stuff like that. Not really a crazy puncher, but to me, I feel like his defense need to tighten up. So I think Pablo gonna win this one. We'll see, because he got a lot on the line though if he lose, because he got a high ranking. And we got these ladies coming up. This is probably the biggest fight for Amanda Serrano in her career. She got the big fight with Katie Taylor on the horizon. She gonna fight Marion Gutierrez, who just fought Katie Taylor her last fight. Katie Taylor ran at her, and what I'm saying, she just jumped on her. Then she dropped her in the fight. That tells a lot, because Katie don't punch that hard. You know what I'm saying? Amanda punched real hard. She's more so of a big puncher, going to the body. She can't crack upstairs, but she probably one of the best body punchers in boxing. And I think she's gonna put on, what I'm saying? I think she's gonna put on a statement performance, because she's gonna compare. This is the reason why she picked this opponent, because she moved up to 135. She want to show everybody she can carry her punch to 35, and then we know what's next if she wins. So I think it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think she'll probably stop her like maybe 5 rounds or something. It depends how much she can take now. If she gonna be holding and grabbing, we'll see. There'll be a tournament at 168 next year for Canelo mandatory. That'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Put the mandatories that he have already. You got a app. He got a WBC mandatory. No, I would just put all the mandatories in a 4-man tournament and do it like that. So IBF, well, they about to have an eliminator coming up. So whoever win that eliminator, they be in there. They've been the Benavides for WC, WA, Dave Morrell, and then WO Zach Parker. I'm with that. I'm with that for sure. But yeah, I got Amanda winning this, like, body shot, body shot knockout. So I'm talking about this one real briefly. I ain't gonna lie, I watched the first one. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, the first fight had a big fight feel, like I was watching a regular pay-per-view boxing fight. At first, I was just watching for entertainment. Montana Love doing this thing, Amanda Serrano, Dubois, and then Tommy Fury. It was just entertainment. It wasn't nothing crazy. I want me critiquing anything. You know what I'm saying? But when this fight was about to start, I was like, oh shit. It started to feel like a big fight. Um, the fight was you know what I'm saying, for what it was. I thought Willie didn't throw enough punches to me. I thought he lost his fight, clear. He did buzz him along the ropes. That shit was kind of funny. But I just think my man just started all boxing. Once he got hurt, he just started boxing and kept it simple. And Willie wasn't doing nothing. So I think it might be just more of the same. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? It's a short notice fight, but is it really short notice? You know what I'm saying? Because my man said he been training. But it is what it is. I ain't tripping off of it. It was just good entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Say, Willie need to throw no hands. Yeah, he do. He wasn't throwing no punches. He was just following him around the ring and shit. And had he threw some punches and at least cut the ring off, he can do some things, because he hurt that dude along the ropes. But we'll see. Hopefully he'll learn from his mistakes and just throw his hands. Like, just go out and throw your hands. You never know. But yeah, so that's what it is. I'm gonna recap real quick, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Feel free to ask any questions that y'all may have on anything. So tomorrow, early in the morning, you know what I'm saying, from Thailand, you got CP Freshwater defending his title. You know what I'm saying? I gotta cover everybody. So yeah, this is gonna be early in the morning. If you try and watch this shit, you gotta hit me behind the scenes, because I got the link for this. It's on Facebook. I think it's on YouTube as well. But it's gonna be early as hell. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's fighting too, but it's gonna be hard to find his fight. He fighting in Japan. I'm surprised top ranking ESPN Plus didn't pick this up, but yeah, Monster anyway is back. If he win, he'll probably unify with running back with Donaire. You got another card on Facebook. Friday night. This Thompson Boxing got pretty good local guys on the card. This out here in California, so if y'all want to watch that. ESPN Plus, Brother Beer versus Marcus Brown. That's a good one. That's a unified. You got two belts on the line. Marcus Brown's with Derrick James, so that's good. I want to see that. I want to see what game plan he has, and this a big time fight right here. Ella Lusinov and Dashko is on the same card. They coming back. This is a fight in Kazakhstan. Bernacek versus Shanaev. This is Ukraine. This is a WBO. It's like a regional title. It got like some world rankings on the line. So, like I said, the winner may get Lomachenko. You never know if Lomachenko don't get the big fights. Uh, Pro Bellum got a card. You know what I'm saying? Louis Riston is on it. Ricky Burns. So, you know what I'm saying? A little something. I don't know if they're gonna if this like a preview. They might fight later on down the line. That might be a pretty good fight. Then on the zone, you got Parker versus Zora too. You got a bunch of fights on the card. Um, some decent undercard. You know what I'm saying? Not too crazy, but I want to see what they're gonna do in this main event. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a good fight. So we'll see. Like my man said earlier, it wasn't a fight nobody was asking for. Then back on the zone, Golden Boy got this card: Zerto versus Gonzalez. Sanisa Estrada versus Centenzo. So we'll see. Got Lamont Rose Jr. on the card. Um, I love watching Sanisa Estrada fight. I ain't gonna lie, she dope with it. You know what I'm saying? She on some Roy Jones shit. So make sure you check that out. Dave Morrell versus Alantez Fox. Same night on Fox. They got the undercard's gonna start on FS1, so you got to just check your local times and stuff like that. So this is an interesting fight, man. Two long ass guys. I think it's 6'2" versus 6'5", fighting at 168. So we'll see. And then you got this Showtime pay per view card. Paul and Willie, then Serrano versus Gutierrez. That's a big fight for Serrano because she got the Kay Taylor fight in April. You know what I'm saying? So Leon Paro. So looking for, I really want to see Amanda Serrano and Leon Paro. Those are my two that I'm be interested in. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? He said, you think Canelo would still be intrigued by Brown fight if he sneaks? Maybe. I mean, he just did. He just got that. He just got that bag with PBC. So, I mean, maybe he might go back over there and get that Marcus Brown. I don't know. It depends how Marcus Brown look. It's hard to tell with Canelo. I'm just gonna be 100. It's hard to judge his fights, but yeah, I would imagine he would be interested. Any news on Santa Cruz? I mean, only thing I know of that he had today to make a decision is when he going to fight or whatever. I haven't heard nothing, so I'm pretty sure it'll be out sometime today or whatever, or late today. But I know he had today to. This is his deadline, so maybe he gonna stretch it out into 12 o'clock on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's another 5 hours or so, four hours or so. So maybe he's stretching it out then. But hopefully we'll hear something soon. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Keith Thurman Barrios. They went to Nevada State Athletic Commission to ask to request to fight at the MGM. So I mean, more than likely they probably got that request. We'll see. I don't know. Nobody said nothing about it, but they had the meeting this morning, so we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't heard nothing about the letter though. But I'm pretty sure we will. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I want to salute everybody coming through the building, rocking with me. So if you know what I'm saying, want to go back on the playback, if you miss anything, feel free hit the playback. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fights this weekend, so you know what I'm saying. I don't think anybody can really complain about that. And we got them kind of spread out too, Friday and Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You got some on Saturday in the morning time, early afternoon, late afternoon, whatever. And you got some at night. So should be pretty chill. Pretty cool too. Got some good fighters too, some notable names. So once again, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to hit me on my social media, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram, L Does Boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hit me up behind the scenes. If you need any links, you got any questions about your favorite fighters. If I know, you know, I got you. If I don't know, I'll let you know I don't know. What else? Anything else I'm missing? I don't know. But feel free to leave a comment, all that shit, man. I'm hella accessible. You know what I'm saying? If you need to reach out to me, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So thank you guys for rocking with me. That's my time, and I'm out.